Hey, how's it going? My name's Nat. Let's see what's making news. There are some places you really don't want to run into a snake, and your car is one of those places. Or the set of a TV show. Can someone get rid of that snake, please?
Look, Nat, if only removing this snake was that simple.
Oh, he's so big.
For 6 weeks now, Lisa, who lives in Newcastle, has been unwillingly carpooling with this red-bellied black snake, who she's named Fluffy. In that time, 5 different snake catchers have been called in to try and get this little guy out, and they haven't had much luck.
They're really good hiding spots that obviously we as people can't find without stripping the car.
This is Billy, a manager at the Australian Reptile Park, who's seen his fair share of snake drama.
We don't see snakes in cars very often. This story is really unusual because this snake has been in there since mid-March and it appears to be almost enjoying living inside of this car.
And as we get closer and closer to winter, Billy says it might be harder and harder to get Fluffy out.
And this time of year, snakes and reptiles in general, they don't have any energy to be active or digest food or anything like that. So they find somewhere nice and warmish they can curl up for the winter time. And there's every chance that snake's found that spot in Lisa's car.
And what would be the next step in trying to get this snake out of the car?
I believe this coming weekend, Lisa has some people coming out that actually specialise in stripping cars. So they're going to pull her seats out, and I think even some of the carpet on the base there.
And in the meantime, she'll have to keep wearing protective clothing and hope she doesn't have a run-in with Fluffy anytime soon.
Australia, we have some new coins. For the first time in almost 60 years, a new monarch is front and centre. Yes, that is of course the face of King Charles. And from today, all new coins produced by the Royal Australian Mint will feature his face. Guess what? We'll get to watch the Matildas play on home soil in 2026 thanks to a pretty exciting announcement. That and more in sport.
She sends Australia through!
That's right, Australia has been named as the host nation for the 2026 Women's Asian Cup.
It's going to be a tournament that brings both the Australian, the Asian and also world football community together in a tournament played on our shores.
We don't know when exactly the tournament will be played yet, but we do know matches will take place in New South Wales, Queensland and Western Australia. So don't put away those Matilda scarves just yet. The Women's State of Origin kicks off tonight. This year, for the first time, the Maroons and the Sky Blues will play 3 games, instead of 2, which is in line with the men's comp. And both sides are preparing for a big one.
To know that Queensland are supporting us through that game, it's going to be huge.
We love our state and we don't want to let our fans down.
And yeah, okay, this isn't exactly a sport you see every day, but it sure does look fun. Here in Hong Kong, competitors raced up this 14-metre giant tower of fake buns, where the aim of the game was to snatch up as many plastic buns as they possibly could. Now that's a sport I can get around.
Now it's time to check out some stories that'll make you think, you know what, I wasn't expecting to read news about this today, but here we are. First up to Hawaii, where the government has passed a bill enshrining the shaka as their official hand gesture. Yep, this iconic gesture is seen all over the world now, usually meaning something along the lines of hang loose or take it easy, but it's thought to originally come from Hawaii, where it can be used to mean hello, goodbye, and even thanks. Now to Brazil, where a local dance has been declared cultural heritage by lawmakers. The dance, which started popping up in the 2000s and has since really taken off online, is called passinho and quickly became a way for young people to express themselves. And finally, to Pizza Hut. It's just been fined $2.5 million for sending spam messages. The Communications and Media Authority found that Pizza Hut had sent nearly 6 million texts and emails to people who had either never signed up or had already unsubscribed from their marketing. On top of that, it also sent out more than 4 million messages that didn't even give customers the option to unsubscribe. Well, that's all we've got time for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Oh, it's been rubber this whole time. That's a relief.